Welcome to the second episode of Kina
And
and
Kino's.
Kino's YouTube channel. I am a special guest, Deja.
I'm Kino. This is Kino. Today's topic is why do dads not want daughters to date? We've talked about this before, so we're going to visit again. Kina is animate about dating. So she has some stuff she want to say. She's going to say something. Deja's going to be the interviewer with questionnaires. She's going to chime in from time to time. So we're going to start with Kina and what you want to say first.
Well, I just feel like we should deal with a date because I'm 15 now. My grades looking good. You know, I'm doing good. Looking good. I'm just kidding. I really don't have no questions. It's just the question, why aren't we allowed to date? It's no other things I have to ask. Like, I just have to ask, why can't we date?
Okay.
But why can't I date? Deja can date. She won't.
Deja, what you got? To chime
You
in.
have to answer her question, then
Okay.
I comment.
All right. Number one, we've talked about this several times again. But again, we're doing this to not only help us, but we're trying to help other people. The reason I don't believe in my daughter's dating before a certain age, well, it was period, but it's a certain age. Me and my wife are discussing her age now, so we haven't come up with an age, but I don't believe girls should date. I honestly believe girls should have friends, but they don't have to put a label on a boyfriend or a specific boy. Meaning, at their age, they should focus on grades, live their life, enjoy their life. They should not even be worried about a boy. People say that's unrealistic. I disagree. I believe if they're honest and open with themselves, they should learn who they are. They are as individuals first, meaning as women, young girls. Boys will confuse. Boys don't know what they want. In my opinion, I know I was 15, 16. I was almost already making babies. Boys at 15, 16 only want one thing. That's just from a man's point of view, from being a father. I was one of them boys. They can look you in the eye and tell you one thing, but at the end of the day, they're chasing one thing. Girls are different. They're looking for love. This might be my husband, blah, blah, blah. Not going to happen at 15, 14, 16. It's just not going to happen. Boys at 14, 13, 12, we are already hunting. It's our male instinct to hunt, conquer, and it's only one thing we're hunting and conquering. I try to keep it PG, so as parents, y'all can fill in the blank if you want to tell your daughters what I'm talking about if they don't know. But very simply, boys out here hunting. You can tell your daughters not to do it all you want, but I think if you allow them to start dating, you're giving them the opportunity to eventually go into that realm. Once a boy comes to the picture, you can tell your daughter she's beautiful all you want. Once the boy said, it changed everything. It's about whatever he likes, what he wants. He loves me. We get it. Men, we get inside as men and young men. We get inside a girl's head and we mess up everything they have going. I've messed up some girls' heads over the years. If I could change one thing about me, I wish I would have been a different young man. But that young man wouldn't have made me to the man I am today. But from that young man, stuff came from it, which is my kids. Being young, not being taught the value of self, which is a man, and not valuing what a woman was. I want them to value their self first. So before you start putting what you are into a little boy, I think you should value yourself first. That's why I don't believe in letting your daughters date. People will say, well, they're going to sneak and do it. I can't control that. All I can control is what I know. My daughter probably get mad. She snuck and had a boyfriend before, and she had a phone. So I told her, either you want the boy or the phone. She quickly chose the phone. So that lets you know, in my opinion, how important the little boys are. Does she have a boyfriend now? I hope not. I don't know. All I know is what I agree with. I hope they respect my wishes. When the time comes to meet a boy, there's going to be a lot of stuff he has to do to impress me. I was a very impressive young man. I said, yes, sir, no, ma'am. But at the end of the day, I still was up to no good. No matter when she dates, the boy is going to be up to no good. I hope they wait until I feel like they're ready to date. In my mind, that'll be never, but I'm realistic. My wife will not let me say never. There's going to be an age limit, and when she starts dating, and there's going to be expectations on that. But that's my feedback to why girls shouldn't date. Deja?
How do you feel about your sons dating?
I tell them the same thing. Honestly.
But that's not what you said last video.
No, I was strict on the boys and girls, but when it come to dating, if you talk to Markel Quaney, I told him the same thing. Don't say no girl is your girlfriend. You could talk to girls, talk to multiple girls. Don't commit. Don't put yourself in a situation as a young teen to commit. I think you're committing to something you're not ready for. Being faithful to someone, not hurting nobody. If you're honest and open, I think teenagers will be better off being honest and open. Not saying fellas are not going to get involved, but as young males, if you are honest and open with girls, it's up to them the opportunity to say, hey, I'm not going to talk to you when you're talking to Deja, Keena, and Sierra. It's up to the girl. You give them that option, but you're being honest. No, I'm not trying to be committed. But as boys, they're going to do what most males do. They're not going to tell the truth. They're going to lie and deceive. So I try to tell my sons not to do that. But again, boys will be boys. I tell them the same to my daughter. I didn't want them dating either until a certain age. And again, if the grades weren't there, the girls shouldn't be there either. And that's just what I believe. You know, you get the grades, everything else comes with it. But that's just my opinion. But yeah, go Tiger. But yep, move.
I feel like if the boys came to you and said they were ready to hunt, everything would be different. You would probably just try to prepare them instead of it not being, okay, no, don't do that.
No, it would be a different conversation in the point of all males are flattered when their sons are ready to hunt or try to date. Because that's an ego thing. But the end result is simply, like I try to tell y'all all the time, it's a difference. We talked about the difference last time, but I still tell them the same thing. I tell them why. Hey man, wait, you ain't ready for that? Don't do that. I prefer you not to have a girlfriend, and I tell them the reasons why. You're not ready for that. You're not ready for commitment. You're not ready for what comes with boys and girls being alone by themselves. I tell them the same thing I tell y'all. I've had the same conversation with them. The only difference in the conversation is, truthfully, to be honest and open, when your son tell you that, your chest poke out. When your daughter tell you that, your heart drop because you're fearful. You're scared. You don't want them hurt. Most boys don't come home crying. Your daughters do. And that's just the truth of the matter. But being truthful, I am honest with my boys. The honesty about the boys is I do not want them to date either to a certain age. I would rather they just chat with girls, talk on the phone to them, be friends with them. If you go out on a date with them, do that. But my daughters, I mean, same thing. I don't want y'all. No, I just don't.
I just feel that if the boys are about to date, then I just feel like that we automatically should, because it's kind of double standards right there.
It is a double standard. But
Double standards are not right.
I understand that. But if you remember the I just said, I do not let the boy, this is one thing, dating, that is equal. There's no separation between the boys and the girls. The same rules apply to them as y'all when it comes to dating. I know y'all don't believe that, but if you talk to your brother, I had the same conversation with Markel.
So we should be able to talk to more than one boy at a time.
I don't think you should.
He says,
I've told Deja this before. When she was in high school, her 11th, 12th grade year, and she was like, my boyfriend is this and my boyfriend that, I told her, don't put all your eggs in one basket with one boy. Talk to multiple boys. See which ones fit you better. I told, and you know, honestly, I told you, don't commit to one boy. You're not ready for that kind of commitment yet. And I meant that. And whether you admit it or not, half of them boys, you was like, you right, Daddy. If you would have just dated and had fun and not commit, and your feelings gonna get involved, you're gonna like more boys than others. But what men love is competition, and they're gonna chase. They're gonna keep chasing. They're gonna hunt. But if you give him exclusive rights, he feel like you own it, he don't have to work as hard, he got you. Some boys ain't gonna want no girl that friends with other boys. Oh, cool. You go get you a girl that's just gonna be with you and tie all her time up with you. That's something you give your husband, not your boyfriend. All right, Tina, anything else? What's the next thing we're supposed to talk about?
The next topic.
You know, the next issue as far as dating. Anything else y'all have? No? Do y'all understand my point of view of why I say not dating?
I don't think I will understand until I get older.
It's
until
not,
I can date.
Well, not so much understand. Do you understand the reasons behind me not wanting y'all to date?
I guess. Yeah.
The number one reason, if you're not clear, is simple. I don't want you hurt. I can't stop it. It's going to happen. But I don't want you to lose focus on your future. Your future is your grades, your education, and learning who you are as a female and a young woman. Trust me. There's going to be a time, boys are going to come and go. But you have to focus on your future right now. 9th through 12th grade are the most important years of your life because you're really beginning to mold your future. I think boys come in and distract young girls from that. Vice versa, girls distract young boys. But being a father of daughters, girls tend to put more into boys than boys put into girls. Especially if they're popular. You meet a popular little boy, he this and that on the football team, he this and that on the basketball team. Hey, he have his choice of who like him, who don't like him. You can talk this girl, that girl. Whereas girls, I mean, you got to build your own confidence up. You got to believe you the prettiest girl in the room. Like your dad tell you, to me, you the prettiest girl in that whole school. But you got to believe that, you know. And you got to treat yourself as such. You are the prize. They got to chase and want you. You see how I look and talk to your mother every day. How I look at her. How some stuff she don't like about herself, I love it. But it's because I have what I pursue. You got to be, that boy got to feel like he the lucky boy in the world to even take you out. Every single time a boy take you on a date, he got to feel like he's the luckiest boy in the world. And you have to be honest up front and let these boys know, hey, we just out here to eat. That's it. No expectations. Don't lie. Don't communicate. Hey, my dad didn't raise me that way. My parents didn't raise me that way. And my dad a phone call away. So, hey, man, we can go to McDonald's. You can take me out to eat. Blah, blah, blah. But whatever. But that's it. Dating leads to other things. It doesn't have to, but it does most times. Fathers do not want their daughters to date because they want to, again, protect them. Even though y'all girls don't believe it, we are trying to protect y'all, not control y'all. Again, Keno, tell them what to do. All right, again, this is Keno. We're signing out. If you have anything, Keno?
If you want us to talk about anything, please leave it down below. Have a great Christmas.
Merry Christmas!
Again, dads, if you watch this with your daughters and they want to leave anything, dads, if you want to leave anything that you want us to talk about, I would appreciate your feedback. It'll help me. Again, this is for me and my daughters to communicate better. Help me. If I'm helping y'all, it's okay. Kino and Kino. Thanks.